Yep.
Are we gonna get into Godzilla?
I want to get into it.
Let me start it off.
-1.
-1 and -1 color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really dope because Rich saw it in color.
Yes.
Me and Mike saw it in black and white.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of have a conversation about, and of course it'd probably be best that everybody see it in both ways. But Rich,
I'm curious.
saw it first.
Yeah.
And was like it was good.
Yeah. I told you. Solid movie. I like the story
really
a lot.
good. Yeah,
the story
it's
was
really good.
It had
fantastic.
a good script and plot.
That's what the thing was. It wasn't even really Godzilla like that. I was really
Godzilla
more
pop up
intrigued
and
with
do
the
his
story.
thing and shake off.
Yeah, the story was it.
It was so good that like with subtitles, I didn't realize I was reading like 20
Yes.
minutes in.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
I
when you
didn't
know the
realize.
movie is
Yeah.
good.
And you know what me, that really means like, bro,
But that's
I'm like,
when you
this
know
is
a
great.
movie is really
Yeah.
good, when you pay
Yeah.
attention like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're
you-
not even realizing you read.
It's funny. You really just locked in like
Yeah.
that after a while. I mean, we could do spoilers now because it's been out.
Yeah,
For a
Yeah,
while.
it's been
And
out for a
spoiler
minute.
alert.
And they took took them out the theaters now officially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went on the last day too.
Yeah, he did.
And I can say the theater because I'm never going back. It's in Towson, yo. It's called Senator Theater.
Yeah.
Bro, this look like where Arnold Schwarzenegger came on Last Action Hero.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This was an old school theater. Like, they had the big cube where you could see the dude running the projector. Like, and it's small, like a weird cat corner. The vent, it had like the exposed, like rustic looking vents from like back in the day. I'm like, bro, that's kind of interrupting the sound of the film, but it kind of felt good in the same way, bro. And it was a great experience. And I got to catch the black and white like Zay.
Yeah.
But Zay, go ahead and lead the charge on the breakdown of the film, and we'll just weigh in.
I'll start just with this. Like, I seen some of the clips in color, and it looked dope. And there's going to be different things that you didn't see in black and white that you're going to see in color because it's color, right? But I'm glad I saw it first in black and white because
The black and white
the
was
era
dope.
it was from, the 40s.
Yeah, it was so dope.
It made it feel even more of that era, and it
I value that.
felt really
Bro.
good. One of the main things that they talked about, they did, a lot of times if the film gets switched to black and white or they start one off in black and white, it's kind of cheesy. It's just that, they throw it in black and white,
Yeah.
filter, essentially, whatever. But this one, they said they went frame by frame, and worked on, contrast and this and this and that, and like certain scenes you could tell, like when the movie, like when the movie started
off
out,
real.
yo,
And I was fire in black and white.
ooh, it seemed darker because
Yeah.
I wound up actually seeing the color one on the screen. Of course, the theater's always gonna be different, but like in black and white, him coming through the shadows, who on that island, man, and just you hear the footsteps and you see the body, and then they get up to the face, like, and he just started mauling people. It was dark,
Going in.
It was literally dark, yo.
Would he have mauled them if they didn't start shooting?
I don't know.
Yes.
He
Yes.
probably would.
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
He left one dude
'Cause he was a menace.
because he didn't clap at him.
Yeah.
And
He's just a walking mass destruction, bro. That's exactly what he is.
I noticed one thing. I mean, I'm skipping time to the end. They ain't let him get to Tokyo.
No, they was gonna fight. They was gonna fight for that. They can't let him get to the main city.
They
bro.
were like, no, he not letting him get to Tokyo.
You can kill everybody
yo.
else in them little small islands, but nah, everybody else, we gotta chill in Tokyo.
The thing that was so dope to me about the movie, like y'all said, story-wise, yo, like the main character, yo, he was such a skank, yo, the whole time, and then he got brave, yo. He had been through so much trauma, he turned into a brave man, yo. He was the most unbrave and turned brave. Like,
And I don't know if this is like a bad term, but he was a kamikaze pilot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
yeah.
that's what he was. Yeah.
He was dishonored when he came back home.
yeah.
Yo, they was almost spitting on him when he
they
came
was
back.
like,
Like, you came back,
sucker.
but how you get back here, yo?
Yeah, but that caused more trauma for him because, like, he never told nobody, and then he finally broke down to his lady, like,
He had to,
yo, I lied and said my plane was faulty, yo. Like, I'm like, yo, you
he was
sucker,
terrible,
bro.
yo. He was terrible.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Spanked
yo.
out on him, bro.
Nah, and it was bad though, cause like, yo, remember when Shorty saved him, yo? I'm like, yo, he's never gonna live down being a sucker.
No,
forever,
because Mike called me after, yo.
he's never gonna live down
When
being
she
a sucker.
saved him and we thought she was out of here. First of
know,
all, I'm
I
in the
was
theater
tight.
like, whoa.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
tight.
like, oh,
She
they
got
were
blown
only
away,
doing this.
yo. I was
That
like,
was
yo,
like
I
an
knew she
anime
was
ending.
done. I
I'm
thought
like,
that
I
was
would thought, yeah, she was
I'm
done.
like, they killed this girl.
Yo, I thought she was cooked.
But the whole thing
It's
was,
no way she would have been alive.
Hell
yo. That's
no,
the only
man.
funny part about
That
the
explosion.
She got hit with an A-bomb. The whole town blew up. He was in the crevices where she pushed him floating around because there was so much backlash from the explosion.
She just had like a bandage on her
Yeah,
eye.
one little cut on her
I
forehead.
ain't gonna lie, yo. I want to say this a nice, appropriate way for on here, but after that happened, after all the trauma he had been through and the demons and the sleep he was struggling with, I was like, yo, he might do himself.
I thought about
it. This too.
It was coming.
It was a lot.
I thought it was coming. You remember the scene after she had first passed and they all in there crying, and then the little girl like, "Where's mommy?" And he straight looked like he checked out. I'm like, yo, they about to make this like some.
But honor seems
super
like it's a
dark.
huge thing in that culture.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
honor is a big thing. So to be dishonorable,
it was
crazy.
him though. He was dishonorable to regain his honor back. Like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
yo. Like that's. I just like that movie.
Yeah, they wrote it like that. That's why he got the lady back and he got back with his
That's what
family
I'm saying.
once he finally stood tall.
And this is the part that one of the parts that I really thought was I liked it and it was honorable. Especially you got to remember the time period. This ain't like now and all this social stuff. This is the 40s.
Keep that in your mind.
When he said, keep it in your
when
mind.
you see it, if you see it.
Yes, absolutely. And please, when it come out, I'm getting the 4K Blu-ray for the
I respect
projector at
that.
the crib. I'm definitely doing that.
Hopefully they give the Blu-ray where you could get both the black and white and the regular, because we
They
might
gonna-
have to
they-
do
you
a
know
night
they-
where
you
we
know
watch
they gonna
both.
do it,
All right,
you know
yeah,
they
because
gonna
I'm
do
like
it.
that would be dope.
But when he was in there with the crib and they was out all talking and him and all the men was talking, they was like, yeah, you know, they mentioned he was his wife. He was like, I'm not married to her. And they all the other men at the table was looking at him like, what?
Yeah.
I just like that scene. It was like,
Yeah.
no, this dude crazy. You've been living with her. You got a kid. They didn't know the kid wasn't related to both of them, but he like, dog. They was like, man, like,
Tripping.
like, dog, yo, like y'all just playing around in here,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
what
he
you doing?
was, and he was, you know, he wasn't appreciating. She was bringing a lot to the table, taking care of this and that while he was risking his life, and he wasn't appreciate. He didn't appreciate her until he thought she was gone.
Yeah.
It was a lot, yo. The movie was dope. Even at the end when she came back, even my lady was in the theater like, man. Y'all about to try to make me cry.
Yo,
yo.
movie is good, bro.
yeah,
like, yo, I
yeah.
was like, this is a good.
I
I
like
even,
that
I even
song.
felt the drama they built up between the guy that was mad at the main character, because he like, bro, you let all them get stomped on like ants, like,
Oh, yeah,
bruh.
yeah,
and my man finally started
worked
working
on
with
planes, they
him,
worked on
and then he
planes,
saw
yeah.
the picture of the little girl. He was like, all right, save yourself, because he was gonna let him fly in the
yeah,
Godzilla
yeah,
mouth and
yeah,
just
yeah.
blow itself up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you it's no ejection button on this joint.
Yeah.
But like, it was just a well written story, like you said. It made everything like go in a full circle. It was really good.
It was dope because
And that perspective was dope.
because my lady was like, she was like, she knew I was talking about it and I was pumped to go see it, and you know, she know Godzilla this and that, but she was like, I didn't really go in there with any expectations like that. She was like, man, I can't.
Nah,
like,
it was a good movie.
really good.
Yeah, it was just a good movie.
Really
I was
good
shocked.
movie.
I was shocked. And for me to watch a movie again with subtitles and be like enthralled is crazy, because like that's only happened like a few times.
You know, one of the hardest things about them Godzilla movies is to get you to buy into the people.
Yeah.
They got you to buy into the people more so than him. Because
I like the scientist dude too.
Let's talk.
Everybody. It was a
I
good
told him
movie.
I like the general or whatever the guy was that set
short
put
guy with
everybody
the
together at the
mustache,
end.
yeah.
Yeah, and he told them he kept it
I
straight.
have
He
no
was trying
right to
keep
tell
it
y'all that
honorable.
y'all gotta
yo.
be here, but you should want to stand up with us.
We're gonna stick this one out. We got if we don't have the government behind us, so we got us, yo.
Yeah.
And y'all got the ability to do it. What I want to say is, because we didn't talk about Godzilla so much, this version is an older, slightly some newer stuff, but it's an
Yeah,
older.
they went with chubby Godzilla.
chubby legs,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
The
Husky
original
Godzilla.
version. They
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
I heard it was. I was reading the article.
And like
somewhere.
you said, them using the original song was so fire.
I was reading
Oh,
the
yeah.
article.
Dun,
Something
dun,
that
dun,
worked.
dun.
That
Yeah.
was hard.
I said dun 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 dun.
That was hard. You know, tough.
I thought of Paramount
I was
immediately.
Immediately,
Yeah, I was
get
waiting for the beat to
up! I
break.
almost started singing that.
Yeah,
though,
that
yo.
was my Black History Month just coming out of me.
Yeah, no, that was.
But nah, that movie was really, really.
I was talking about me and Mike was talking about like what was so cold was one, he wasn't in the movie a ton, but when he was in there, he was in there.
He
but
was
like
cooking.
when they was in that little boat, yo. And he
Swimming
was
on
just on the slow creep
My
on
man
them,
said-
yo.
His eyes look
He
crazy.
just kept. He was just
came
yo.
out the water
it
like
was,
that and-
That was. See, the other stuff be big, massive stuff. The
Yeah.
atomic blast, which looked crazy.
It looked amazing.
and
I thought that was one of the best scenes.
The way it
Yeah.
looked in black and white looked
Yeah.
amazing.
Rich,
and white
that-
came
It
up
looked
the
good in
water.
color.
Yeah, no,
it
I
looked
believe you.
amazing in color. Like, yo, they
I
did
wanna
a
see
good
the one
job.
in color now.
Because
Now I'm mad.
I hear what you were saying, and we get back to what you were saying, but
go.
I hear what you were saying about the black and white, it being shot that way, and they did a good job with it. But the color side, it still gives you the feel of the old school. You still feel like you back in that time.
That's why I want to see it.
It definitely didn't feel like it was all.
I seen pieces from it, so I'm
I might
I'm
put like that,
watch
like
it.
kind of rustic looking
Yeah.
filter.
Feel dusty almost when you're looking at it.
Ooh, that might be fire.
It's crazy.
I need to see it.
I was just gonna say when he was slow creeping on them, you get the big blast, you get this, you get him smacking with the tail, biting, and all of that crazy stuff, knocking buildings down. But that scene was so pivotal because it showed the true predator nature. Yo.
Yeah.
Just playing, just creeping. Like I could take you out at any moment right now, but I'm just, and then that's what made it like it was building up, and then eventually the military tried to come out and help. But I just thought that was so
That
dope.
scene when they blew him up.
Then when he regenerated,
That was the thing I asked y'all when I brought it up the first time. I didn't know he had that ability.
nah, he always kind of
I
did.
didn't
Yeah.
know.
He always
Generate like
did.
that? I
That's
never
the
knew
best.
that.
That's the
That
best they've ever
scene-
showed it.
Yes, that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
best
I've
they've
never
ever
That
seen
scene
showed
was
it.
so crazy. Like I just thought, like now I'm running it back in my head. Like when they was on the boat, and then the little mine where he was
Yo,
shooting.
he just got a gun
My
in
man said,
mind.
That was so tough.
They just got gun in mind.
My man
Like,
said,
and you
Blew
just
his
see
head up,
boat
though,
straight
bro.
go crazy.
That was
like,
nuts.
Yo,
I thought they killed him. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this is
And
crazy.
shout out the dramatic screams in the Japanese films.
Oh,
yo.
Nah, they mastered that. Nah, they
Best
mastered that.
Bro,
dramatic
they-
emotions
they-
ever, yo. They might have the best
crazy
dramatic
boat.
emotions.
My man-
Nah, they do, yo. Because
They
even think
might got
about
it,
it on
yo.
some sidebar stuff like Kill Bill when she was.
Yeah.
They got the game on smash with
Yeah.
that. Respectfully,
Yeah,
yo. Like
it's a
they be
fact.
killing that joint.
It's a horrific scream you need.
Nah, that was a really,
They
really
got
good
that.
movie. That was a really, really good movie.
Yeah. So
I'm happy y'all saw that. I'm gonna have to check out the
No,
Black
I
and
was
White.
shocked. I wanted to ask this one thing though. This is like a super nerd kind of deep dive with it, but like, and Zay brought it up. I guess one of the channels was doing it on one of these YouTube platforms. But was that the most powerful Godzilla blast radius? I only saw the one with 11, and then like the old one with in the 90s, and then it was like 2 or 3 more. But like the way his joint was
Explosion
now, I'm
from
like,
it?
bro, he really got because it used to be like a beam that kind of knocked stuff down, but this was just like we just dropped the
'cause I was-
A-bomb right
randomly,
on
I
you.
had Godzilla Kong, which I think that's still an extension from Godzilla 2014.
Yeah.
And then what's the name? That whole series is more. How do you want to say?
I did like that
animated in
Godzilla
ways.
with that
And
was
it was
animated.
big blast and all of that. But as far as just like when it actually
Impact.
the boom,
Yeah.
that's that
no
that
bigger.
looked the craziest. Yeah,
There's no bigger than
it
what
was
you
literally
saw
an
from
A-bomb,
that
yo.
Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm like,
When I saw that, when you see it in color, yo, I was like, whoa,
Oppenheimer.
shit. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Yo.
that's hard.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Oppenheimer.
No, I was saying
No, he
Godzilla
definitely
Blast.
had the Oppenheimer
Godzilla
blast on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
definitely.
Because they made it look like an atom bomb.
Yeah.
After it hit whatever it hit.
And the
I
way
think
it
that
cooked
was
the
the
city,
intention,
like
too.
he
Yeah,
killed about
cool thing.
60,000 people the first time he appeared on land, yo. Like disintegrated the whole city.
Yeah, I think it was 30K, yo. That was crazy. Because it
Yeah,
wasn't
30,000. I think 20,000 was hurt or
Because
something.
it wasn't
like
even that big of a town like that.
Yeah.
Like it had a downtown and everything, but it wasn't like if they would have made it to Tokyo. So he like
Fury.
he destroyed a lot of things.
Low key, his girl was
98%.
braver than him though. Cause like you gotta think like
Everybody
this.
was
She
braver than
that
him,
was all
bro.
she-
That was it.
She was on the train.
It was the regaining of
Godzilla was
honor.
on the
That was the
train.
story.
Yeah.
The story was the regaining of
Yeah.
honor, bro.
Yeah, it
The
really
whole
was.
that was the underlying story the whole time.
Yeah.
How do I get my honor back? Because
Yeah,
my whole
yeah.
country really wants to kill me.
The only way he could regain honor after being that dishonorable was flying the plane
You
into
have to do
Godzilla's
it.
mouth.
That's the only
being
way.
The guy to blow his head.
You
up,
gotta
bro.
kill Godzilla or
You gotta
stop
kill
him.
Godzilla to redeem yourself from something like
Only
that.
way, bro.
I like how they devised the plan and this. And this
It was
and
cool,
that.
man.
Then they had the
That's why
backup
the
plan.
scientist guy was
Then
my
they had
guy.
the backup plan to the backup plan. Like
They sunk my man.
And the dope thing
Yeah.
about the guy that planned
It
this,
almost
the
worked.
scientist
It
guy-
almost worked, man.
The scientist guy was in the trenches with them. Like, you
No,
feel me?
he
Like, most
was.
of the time, they be like, nah, on the radio, like, nah, this dude was on the boat. Like, well, if we
Yeah.
die,
And then he
it
was-
is what it
And then he
is.
was coming to the hood to go chill and eat and shit. Yeah, he was that. Yo, that was really good.
Then he had, what was it, Freon to like make him go down to the bottom of the ocean, and then he came back up. I'm like, yo, they not gonna
Frozen.
kill him,
They
bro.
brought him down to the depths to free
They
him.
not going.
Quick.
They not going to kill
The
him.
quickness of the drop, I think, was
Definitely.
what it was.
Yeah.
How fast. he
So it was to see if that depth would crush him, but if
Right.
it doesn't crush him, if you
Then
bring him
it'll
back
shoot
up, the
him back up.
decompression would be too much. Like
Yeah.
'cause the ocean, yo, water pressure
Yeah.
is wild,
nuts,
yo.
nuts,
That'll
bro.
kill you.
Wow,
You gotta
that's
go
why
at
it's
like a
harder to
slow
go
time.
to the.
Yeah.
It's harder to go to the lowest point in the ocean than it is to go to space.
It's the pressure, bro, and the weight.
It's a lot. That's why we haven't discovered so much stuff. Yo. It's too,
That's why I always say, man, thalassophobia. I don't want to know what's down there. If the pressure is that immense, if something
What is
is down
surviving
there,
down
there?
what is
Imagine-
down there?
Godzilla.
That's
Imagine the
horrifying.
guys.
Yeah,
Imagine
Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
That's what they were telling you, yo. The kaiju, yo.
They
like,
coming, bro. We messing
they
with
keep
too
trying
much.
to-
Yeah.
yo, the
We
films-
heating up the earth. They about to slide
The
up there
films
on
keep
us.
trying to tell you, yo.
Imagine being on
Slide
that
up.
boat though, yo. I would have been wild scared, bro. Like that's the lassophobia.
I would never
on
do
10,000,
that. That's
bro.
just
All
never
them
gonna
dudes was
happen.
honorable in that
Yeah,
movie, yo.
they were.
Salute to that.
Salute to Godzilla.
Godzilla
minus one,
bro.
minus one color, all of the above. I will be getting that 4K Blu-ray because it comes with the multiple disc joints, the regular
Phenomenal.
fire, yo.
I told
Fire,
y'all.
yo. Absolutely, yo.
Happy y'all checked it out.